Benzo Sadu Sanaya Mani Bharaya Benzo Sadu Dino Vadi Jandu Jume Sudokayo Me Boa Subokayo Sarva Sadu Medaya Zo Sarva Karma Sudami Sudam Juru Ha 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 Danzabama Samaya Sado Shonjo Zanjo Moje Majibana Jibanyamba Mebado Gone Gondu Pera Majibana Yejerti Jivanamba Meba Kone Gondo Nera Tunga tuche to turbanas. Da tugnas, tunga, docho hedon, tunu marja chodos. So tela tugnas. Tu some tugnas, tu some zena, docho hedon, tumusa. To sanka jere judo chi, tu yanzi ku korban champi, dungal kazava. Churnong Yong Sig Junana de Dugna Sitter Take Nala Dusi Gazig Center. That Dunga de Tuchezuni Jortana Dunga de Dunga Maris. The Indosho Lasso Passage in Dosho Hedon Dumu Maja Lasso Topa Rumji Hipanas Tatandragon Drama Nasuji. Hedon Dumu Najalk Topatido Yachiridu Ramchi Hipana Zalzo things Muzunde Chigi Zalzokzina Tangunichi Hedena Donna Pizu Matet John Kusuzoga Mampati Piat Hedon Tani Muzogres Tani Muzona Hedon Moto Dochok Movonton, Dumiku Movontona, Dochok Movontona, Melon Yeshi. Melon Yeshi, Dorjisember. Denizo Tunga Rumpro to Sona, Tunga Mari, Tunga Yeshi Nare. Tunga Yeshi Narene, Yeshinga, Gerba Ringar, Jertanizendus. The Yana Yon Tombo Sosu Yevo, Lam Renchi Basegan, Tombo, Lam Junkenchi Yana. Tunga de Papon Gomari, Tunga Rontro Regina, the Kensa Sounders in the Yamashi, and the Yonso. Tendizudo Uni, Jerejudo, Piteka Majigla, Jerejudo, Chu Tamchik Nilu, Chunit Seso. Tejerejudo Hedon Tavina, Hedon Chunit Tedon, they sang Chunit, Hedon Korula Chunit Jolet. Hedon la hedon ta hedon ko Jason ro tani hedon ko lesona hedon ko nyaran ro zo the hedon hyeon bo kapsala se zal jok se tan pi hedon pi zu ma so pa chenbo hede hedon mo wala ta de yog paro ko tro Dzogchen yon di tola samli tol yo mare chornon ko hedon te di tola ngande hedon du ko samjo ngase Hedon kur ngari ndo so nga rongi ron la tina teni rong chunye te ngu sang le ta yedon zal zong de ngu zong te to jere her shong ni timpi nyön bu nang to yeshi sen char te so ta te to de zena yedon ko to tu mu ko to nga jal ko to yedon ko to de jere her shong ni zena mbe zu zu ni te ngo la jere zu de ko ma chu bu ni te ngo ni tipi na tipi ti chu ti na teni nyön momba sechi te yung dunga se to jipare. Nyön sechi te duk hawa chi to mundu pa tanda jila. Momba sechi te chirizu ti te ta nyön momba dunga te samjim macha pa chenpo yung sura. Tago mugewu nang to chirizu to chigi kare doshok she dung tumuk te tau tamchi. Dror mata na tela nyön momba nang to se. Teli duk hawa sura, teli chirizu to chunung tamchi yung sura. 다 녀무 둑나 남도 대도 총 예시선 차티 나비 데슬 동시바 모토 나르동 지바 차르운도 다텔라 데슬 모토스 데와 살와 동송네 지 고시고는다 두두 예동 말에 예동테 닌자르세다 지부자니 예시리 멜론타비 예시세 tani chiri dorji samba tedong tin nong yang dosho yedong tumu ngajal kande yan na kuru chiri zuto tsal zong yu kaps rongo tela tatana tani chiri zuto ti nyamumba trur ni yeshi sinjar ndures mato nyamumba chi shusu la hok yongju le ma chunya. Okay, I'm just to read it. A little bit kind of the explanation. There is not much to explanation. Everything's very colorly. And here is the chapter 7, Liberation Open, encountering the 5 poisons. The encountering the 5 poisons. 5 poisons like a kind of the 5 thoughts. Thoughts of the anger, thoughts of the desire, thoughts of the ignorant, thoughts of the jealousy, like those 5. They are the 5 poisons. Why you call the poisons? When we have in the mind these 5 thoughts, like desire and kind of reverie and ignorant and jealousy and aversion, so on. These are in the mind, then they are kind of the pain and produce a lot of suffering and also produce the samsara. Then they give the endless sufferings. Then therefore these 5 thoughts we just to call the poison. And then how we can to make liberate? Open encountering to look direct, that is like same any we already studied, any kind of the particular circumstances. One is a thought of the desire and such lack gradually and such and desire and in the such there is like many others and such and firstly desire and such attachment and also is a jealousy, ignorance, so on. And like gradually it rises. And gradually, that is the absolutely sometimes the true. And gradually, anger also may be, certainly anger is very difficult. And desire attachment also is like this. And a little bit gradually arise, recognize them once they have reached their full strength. And like kind of these 5 poisons, any like kind of arrive, and that is like a kind of the gradually, certainly it's maybe it's like arrive very like kind of fully strength maybe, not the, but one is like fully strength, and for instance, anger is a rise, and slowly or gradually, certainly unbearable, like kind of unbearable, sir. That is the truth, because it's sometimes we say it's like anger or desire attachment. First we see some forms, and then it's like slowly we don't know what it is. Then we slowly contact, and maybe it is become the enemy, maybe it is become the best friend. And then it's best friend, then slowly, gradually desire attachment. And then it's this which is we made it, and gradually and become the enemies. Then we are concerning this. Then we are developed, and then certainly so strong, like fully get the strength. And then that time is, that moment is the moment of the catch or encounter. And if we count these 5, any kind of the poisons, then it's like can make liberation, fully strength by looking at them directly, fully, and with alertness. This is the very much. It's like directly means, and also like really nothing judgment. Normally, it's even we are say it's like you practice awareness, or you practice it's like how do you say, it's like any kind of the meditations, and like basically if we are like directly to practice about the analyze the true the human existence, or impermanent, or the inevitable causalities, or the defects of the samsaras. And we are really to learning, to memorize, and those objects, we say, do these objects give some feeling? Well, I'm not sure, not very much. For instance, we say it's like in the Dharma City says, okay, now you have the best circumstance, human existence. This human existence to obtain the so difficult, cause, numbers, specific, some like kind of the preparations. And then it's if we really directly to study, directly to understood this meaning of that, maybe we are automatically happy. Wow, now I'm a real obtain the human existence. You look like kind of the, how do you say, 8 freedoms. When you look at the 8 freedoms, all complicated areas. Maybe we can to say, it's like, make you, in Belgium we are living here. Beautiful country, good social security, everything's material lives. Absolutely fantastic. And how much it's like kind of the, we have choice food, choice clothes. Of course, still we are they complain, but that is the really unsatisfaction or unsatisfied mind, never. But like then we will go to Africa, maybe some areas, maybe some in the forest of the Amazon, Maybe we go to India, even go to sometimes, not now, but in Tibet also still, maybe Nepal. Some areas we can go to the look, how it the situation. And then we come back, appreciate. And once I was in Finland, one Finnish lady, she went to Nepal, and then come back, and she driven me from the Helsinki to some in the countryside, and certainly to sit and drive. And in Finland, everything is signs clearly, road is clearly, everything. And she said, my beautiful countries. Why it isn't? Now I appreciate. Why? I was in Nepal. Yes, everything is quite difficult. I'm happy to visit monastery, but before I never appreciated. And exactly like this, sometimes it's like we in whoever living in these countries, and all the time is complain. Oh, not good, now it's going bad. And once I have one friend in some Flemish areas, she has per month the salary 10,000 euro. And then certainly, and the bank, something once is, you remember, is like kind of big problems. Many banks like corrupted something, and they collapsed, and the banks. And then something's happened, and then she's crying. Now it's nothing. It's really, it's like now Belgium's big problems. Oh, then now I have just 5,000 euro. My God, how I can to survive? Oh yeah, that is, you are very poor, you are 5,000 euro. Crying, complaining like this now. How it's not good situation. So if you hear in some India, Nepal, maybe 500,000 need really to try to earn, okay? Maybe good person, maybe 10 years, 20 years, probably luckily, maybe also not. Maybe this 5,000 per month, and they still complain and never appreciate. This kind of, we also, how many we studied, obtained the human existence. When someone asked, I can to ask to you, do you know how the important the human existence? Oh yeah, I know. Up to human existence, there is like 8 freedoms, 10 advantages, it's a counting and memorize, okay. And then it's, are you happy? No. What? Not. Oh, do you have shelter? Yes. Do you have food? Yes. Do you have some money? Enough. Okay. Then why you are complaining? And still never can appreciate really serious, direct study practitioners of the Dharma. And I met many practitioners. Oh my God, they are living in the solitude place and absolutely inside no heater. And in winter time, snow is coming in the shelter. Summer and rain water is coming inside. And they have maybe one teapot. Sometimes they make soup inside, they make tea inside. Rice, whatever cook, one teapot. And then there's a principle, is one samba bag. Sometimes they have butter, sometimes no. Sometimes they cheese only. Sometimes there's hot water. Of course, this is maybe in the mountain, easy. And samba. But mind is so happy. Why are you too happy? Oh, I'm happy because I'm luckily obtained human existence. I'm luckily opportunity to meet Dharma. I have very, very opportunities to practice Dharma. Now I want to make meaningful life, happily, joyfully. This happy and joy, difficult to see in Belgium, in our country. whoever living in Belgium, I think, is compare those practitioners, you are billionaire. We never need that complaint, but we never appreciate it. Something a little bit kind of the particularly circumstance coming, then we come. That means not direct to practice. Here is direct to look at into the essence of the 5 poisons, any disturbing emotions. 100% there is the liberation. There is no doubt. And it's like kind of, like, how do you say, if you really too direct to look at it, this, no judgment, there is, yesterday we are talking about this Dharma founded, Dharma found, and like kind of there is clearly lucidity, any kind of the mind is not occupied, free, and like a totally relaxation, relaxed result is there, but 1 second is disappeared. Again, we don't do that, it doesn't come. And this is like kind of to develop bigger and bigger. That is the inner clarity, inner fundamental, this the lucidity is gradually is coming. And like this, we are never like direct. Here is talking about direct. And there's in Tibet, Bujiketo Dinola, Jirji Tarva, Sino, Sharse, Jenita, Tata Jirido, Docho Hedon Tumuk Narja Kanti, Mugab Noto, Sanla Zup Hedon, Marja Chimbo Chi on the Tanala. Jersey, Sharsi, Jenny Motanala, Chick Zuchudo, Chick Jerezo, Chick Thunder, Toto, Dancing Damanas of Mako, Tromba, Tronchonk, Sharsela, Sharsi Tatana, Country could not talk in a drawer mundo, Cocherezo, Chick Chomming, Dichomming, say, Hedon the Jerezo, Kundus Wotana, Chuhunon, Chunchot Lugos and that. Damn thing, just Hambayul, Carriers. We're not touching to long the yodu, Tanga Hedo metard, Ndosho Chutat course, metad Mbarandus yodu, Hedo Ronla Chitudo, Hedon la Ye undina me, Hedon Pichitat Ronla Tipa no Yanchen, Hedon Canasons members, Santipi Hossi, that's Mato, Namjo Zopa Gans Dondalima. Namjo Zopa Gana, Hedon here, that Ho, Tamat Mania. Said that you tell us that he had no coronon and yardor, he had no cali pound, Zopa Mumbo guns at party Zopa gun master, Tashajal Chitin, Zombaling, the Zingen gates on the Zomyolema. That do. Then the non-junk Zopa guns the shorts in Dalima, Ndela Coaches the Menot Chimbo Chiredo, Sharsi, Nil Coron Mola Chite, don't do Tanalate, Cante Truro Mundo, Tapchido, Look Shiki. Nachido hachi this is look she this like Jerry said Munchang Jerry said Uni could join the yaman Tandatum. Did that. Did no young chick Tambuchu Yan Shepala the Turmonku Lu Yum Chetal. Natsu Hundred Dantanal, 100 Rambat Neo, Dumbo Lo Yonko Rambat, then it Drayong Rambatic name. Lo Yong take Lo Yonkerism, Kurvala, Ninjong. Nyondila, Tepa Yogum, Tago, Lo Yong Tela, Tanjo Nipaka, Loyo, Sim Matop, Loyo, Jerejo, Li Jundik, Loyo, then Kurva Nimik, Loyo, Tela, Lodo number yes, Loyo Dog Regina, Kurva Dunga Yoji, Nyondila, Yontan Yoji, the Shi Yondu, then it jerejo the San Montro, Pena Tanjo Nipaka, Chila Samoton, Taringa Milute Tongus, Darva J, Jorva Jo. Tanju Chujis, Titola, Ronjo, Yanjo, Church Yargado, then next Taron Titola Cherezo, Yartanuzo, Tanju Chu Sanchani says, Tilgego. They thought so much episode, not so pen and dino Yotsoma, Zambinga. Then to Ahimo, Namulutonga, Mulurumboch Tomdu said, zun zidu tago mare, she yotol tago, mando, joto yomela tago, milu tenchirendo, not tundro yantila, dragon mandus. Also consolam hiano conola, pena tundro chila, chick some much nam chopo chicken, chopa chicken. We need to cado nalpi chop chon, king like a race on a go. Chick the green, gurdule mato, jessica, tashi chetranyal. Mushi gender matacho do to him. I know she don't ji him brushing she and chuchi, trozi to the chutai suncho ki, ji tashi dingo. The la mashi patunko was Sanchang and Mincho, Milutent told Ahimo he, Sancho, Gavachi, Ronshu, Chitse or Mato, Timothy Tatangi in the Nahu, Belgium San in the New machine. Kanga, Konyo Yomari, Jews, Kanga Yomar, Sig, Kanga Yomari, Jerizun Dusa, Kanga Yomar, Corona, Tetcherido. Then you shupo your shoe cherry, Trombo, Yoleri, the Trombo non Sajan Ditola dinner, truly the 10 rugs each one. The thunder in Nago, Tanajer to the Taro Mandrik, Malek Sendute, Tanjo Nipakavat, Hamago, but Journey. Timothy the Jung Humangala, Trobochole, Moshisa Chole. Take a cherry to Namjang, Tipum Namotella, Davala, don't try cherry, Sayur, don't try cherry Sayur. Tanyamachila, Chihumachi, W. That the whole second to meet you, don't try not Ninon Chimatons, Ta Benjans, Ta Zotsas, Ta Jeris, Tamala, the Dafu don't drop Mazamant, Ta Jes. That don't yet Dajil don't drop my to pull the pulse on the food. Don't drop my parche, Jeris the Turkashi. That is here gonna hear mash by it. Then I would read the chum, Jerijudo, Rome like Dzogchen person so what Hamagona, Zombling Dofforina, Hamago money, Pundi and Rosa. Don't so the Tatan Danala, Jerjit Avato. Has unique patches Nilu Telatina, then don't it all. Don't underjig Charset, Matajet, Tandizodo, Chute Chui, Unity, Mujumi. Kamayang says that younger. Tanjin Epakavan the Latina Hagot, oh yeah, Jo, Pe, Tron, Canitina go, Milutent, talk how much Nihako Yadina, Milutent Topal Gavan, Chetalio Mare, teaching go now and go then to have a Dagasapan. The notion under Chile, Chute, Jona, Santonet, and Rizos. I'm just to translate what I told you in English. And it's like directly, really honestly to study. This is very important. And if you want them, of course, we cannot to say you should, it is. And I'm really, it's like this sort of need to demonstrate it, okay? It's honestly to studies, we like kind of the, as I'm saying, you directly, honestly, fully, you look at into these disturbed emotions. There is disturbed emotion, there is the nature, there is the liberation, 100%. That is the, for instance, one is, as I told you, like hot water is boiled. And that time is like, can you put drop of the cold water, just immediately, like become the calm peace. When you are angry, or when you have desire attachment, or jealousy, or something disturbing emotions, so like inside, very, very strong, like a fully strength to get this one. And that moment, how it is. And my anger, my desire attachment, I want to look at it. We never ever look. It's inside disturbing emotion. I need to make liberation. I make liberation. Still, mind is looking outside. For example, if I'm saying it's like this mandalas, I have such a desire attachment. Now it's like I have difficult to control. I want this mandala. I want it. It's sometimes I have this very funny things. When I select internet or go to something to see that some electronic gadgets, then I want to buy. And then certainly to this keep fixated into the mind, oh my God, even the two cannot practice. And until to go to reach in this shop, until get in my hand, and even you recite or meditate, what you do this coming again and again. Then I say, oh, this desire I want to get rid of. No, then here is saying no, but mind is here, go there. And then is that moment, then is exactly this before some questions, any disturbing emotions, it doesn't go away. And for example, I'm saying, okay, I have desire attachment, this mandala, I have desire, I want to look desired, but mind is still thinking nice, it's good quality, and then is this case sometimes mind is blank, mind never liberated in desires, and like this because not honest, not direct, and therefore I'm just say only in this situation. But practice any dharma, be honest, be like kind of the, to be the self, honestly, I would to say. And then is to analyze it to what you are learning subject. For example, I would to say, you really to impermanent, to realize, to study how it is the impermanent. Everything is like you understand really to the meaning of the impermanence take place into our heart. And then it's like each moment and like kind of there's such a really benefit. You understand a little bit. The like to notion is the coming, the impermanent. You don't want to plan something too much, busy. There is like a kind of, I am impermanent. Absolutely, it is the truth. But we are learned, studied the classification impermanent, outer environment, inner, sentient beings, Buddha, king. These things is already past. Of course, no need to mention I am impermanent. Today, tomorrow, the kind of the impermanent with the death, uncertainty, absolutely uncertainty. Just like a few days ago, look in where's Kazakhstan, and there's some many aeroplanes crashed. 107. In Korea it's 100 something people is crashed. Those are like before in the enter into the airplane. How I can to reach there? Nice, and I'm going to nothing thinking about impermanent, and I'm not sick. I'm not problem. Now it's okay. I'm going to fly. Maybe a few hours, gone. Like this is the obviously, like kind of seriously. Of course, some luckies, slowly sick, go to hospital, and then is this slowly to show impermanent. Very lucky. Impermanent is absolutely uncertainties. And there is one Tibet guy is died when he come back from the job. Before he leave from his office, call to the wife, I'm coming. She is making dinner. Okay, I'm prepared dinner. And he is coming in the between Brussels and Antwerp. In the tunnel, he's just a little rest. And behind there is one truck is kind of coming, beat it to in his behind. Front there's a boss, I heard something, and his car is make the sandwich. Gone. And then it's like she's waiting, and calling, no answer. And then certainly it's like kind of there is the message, your husband. She's often to say, I don't believe. And this kind of uncertainty is it. And that is like sometimes this kind of says like, okay, my one family lost like this certainly. It's sad things. I couldn't give one like a support to water to taking medicines. I cannot to take care on the bed, maybe 1 or 2 days. Just certainly it's disappeared. I don't believe. I'm all the time expecting it's come back. Like this, you don't understand the impermanent. The impermanent is uncertainty. And if you really to understand Dharma really seriously, direct, you learn impermanence. This kind of something happened. Also not much surprise. Oh, like this is the really, everybody. But maybe you can to dedicate, you are giving virtue and recite mantra, prayers, but it doesn't make much shocked. And like even like ourselves, oh, you are sick, you are going to die. Oh, yeah, I am compounded. I am also, it's like surely it's a part of my life, birth and death, in the confusion perspective. This kind of we say is like easier, like a kind of the relax. This sort of in the mind, through the study of the Dharma, is arise. That is a wonderful. This is liberation. Like this, directly to study is Dharma is very, very. And also I want to say is like to direct you study the inevitable or the causalities. I saw sometimes some students, really any kind of problem is maybe make the insects, maybe cars, any day making disturb problems, they never to wish to kill or destroy it. And try any situations to even you going to in the path, they are like kind of the pick and to put the different way. Even you have in the at home, it's like a lot of mosquitoes, difficult to sleep. They make like disturbed by sound, by batting, but you are very angry. Sometimes, but they try to catch to them, put out. This is the really result of the serious to like directly practice or studied inevitable the causalities. And in these situations, you specifically to learn causalities. You don't need. Automatically, your mind is, there is like a kind of each moment your mind is towards the virtues. You don't need to specifically to practice or something. And like this, for example, if like something outside, some is suffering, maybe sentient beings, dog, animals, humans, any kind of, you see direct, you have feeling like as yourself. If I'm become this situation, or I need to help. This is also some is like kind of result of the karma. And immediately you want to help. And there is sometimes maybe also, if you really to study like this, if like kind of you go to your friend, your family, you're like this. Maybe it's like you go to in the restaurant. And like kind of there's two chairs, one chair is beautiful, nice, and you automatically, I want to offer to others. This, if I'm offered, is like kind of generosity. That is also like your realization of the causalities. First, to giving to others, comes from the education of like this. And therefore, here is, I'm saying direct. Even we want to make the liberation of the 5 poisons, you need to honestly, directly, fully what in says them, artificially, and it's absolutely, it doesn't work. I'm says, when I have desire attachment to Mandala, I want to make liberation. It disturbs me. Oh, so much. But I'm looking at my desire attachment, I'm looking, but in the other side, this side is going to the talking mandala, and this thing is thinking about the mandala. Then there's like kind of the true, And this, the looker of the desire attachment, thinker of the mandalas, and still the sensation of doesn't go away. But I'm looking for, then they become more kind of dark, more confused. And therefore, then there is the not honest, not direct. Even sometimes some lamas introduce the nature of mind. Hey, can you really look at me? Can you intention honestly, direct it? Yes, and looking the lama's face, strange mustache. Look, how he is going to pray. There's no serious to listen. And absolutely, then is lamas like kind of introduce, this is your true nature. Huh? Yeah, this is what this is. this is. There is no more explanation. This is. And then I don't understand. One is like in persons to say is like, can you introduce me like nature realities? Okay. And like this is like you need to say that his mind is something. And then is everything is the lamas, the explanation finished. Do you understand? Said, what did you say? I don't know. I'm confused. His mind is completely. This kind of happened for me, okay? One couple, my students, and they asked to me, can you a little bit detail the emptiness? We are really, it's like kind of the, can you introduce a little bit emptiness? Then we talk conversation. And it's like everything, for example, this mandalas. Mandalas emptiness. I know this is like, if you are to read, yes, jumping. And impossible to talk seriously. And then finally, I need to give up. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I think you understood. Yeah, we do like this. Okay, there's this. Then you doing like this. Then you're like kind of, we are talking them. How we can to talk? I'm not good, but my is a word or my how to say tail is something is impossible to change. They start something in like the conversation and then jumping this and that, and then finally can't do nothing. Yeah, okay, there your understanding. Yeah, okay. So exactly like this. Dr. Chenjime Patrul, very famous Dzogchen masters, and he was there, and one like a practitioners came. He's meditating like this, hours, maybe 6-7 hours. He doesn't move, and maybe 1 day, 2 days, but it's really. And then he was very proud, really, and he came. And to ask to the Rinpoche, Dr. Rinpoche, really great Dzogchen master. And then what do you think? I'm like this and meditating like that. And then it's how it is. Like then it's generally it's like this. He don't listen to it. He's just experience. He's like this. I am like this. And then finally, okay, then maybe you can to practice continue like this. In the like the one in the form Ralanas, there is one like kind of the cities. Maybe you go to theirs, you be enlightened there, maybe 80 eons, and then maybe you come back to in this world. Okay. And he thought maybe he didn't much studies. This is the long life God. And there long life God sometimes through this sort of meditations, just to paralyze. No, like kind of nothing thoughts. 80 years you living there is useless. But sometimes this can happen. And he thought it's like kind of the, maybe this is maybe Pure Land or something. And he says, thank you, Rinpoche. He left. And then there's one attendant, his one monk, Rinpoche, maybe, why, can you do something this? He looks like wrong path. Impossible. You cannot do nothing. I can't do nothing. Because he's followed his own ideas. And like this, I cannot do nothing, but maybe he's like go to there, but maybe he studied, some received the teaching of the great perfections. Maybe one day he return, maybe more easily to be enlightened. You cannot. Like this, we are sometimes practices not really serious, 100%. Then I'm taking myself, okay? Maybe also you taking care, most of you, maybe it's true, but it's very much, and we are studying the ocean of the Dharma, but we are not inside. We are like kind of the, long. If you cut the long to put in the ocean or the water, never go deep in the water. All the times carry in the surface. Like this, we are like kind of, sometimes we follow up our own idea. This. Lama said this, look at, in the front of your space, gazing like this. Okay. Left and right. Direct front is very complicated. For me, it's easy to look like this. Then it's not really follow, not really kind of this, or not honest. This is, we need to be honest, seriously to practice, it works. Then it's Dharma, it's also Lama's giving Dharma. Okay, it works. It doesn't work, then it's, what can we do? It's possible. I'm just to say, it's like my own experience. Some are like kind of the big one and be here, some students, I don't understand. And also it's like each moment looks like I don't understand what you're talking about, this kind of. And then finally, angry, criticize, I don't like this. Then they don't get they have different purpose to come to me, and maybe they have like I would to say this kind of never do. Maybe there is like kind of the eager faith. It's like the vivid faith, eager faith. Not a kind of the honestly to study. Vivid, then maybe if I go to there's nice, comfortable place, and also, okay, there is one lama's very much nice mustache to see, and this vivid, no faith. And then they have inside something eager to get it. And maybe not Dharma, different. And you can't get, then even you can to give this student fully, entirely 84,000 teachings. Finally, no appreciate, nothing, and against it. And then I didn't get my wish. Someone is like kind of the coming here, I should to be enlightenment. I studied with you, I have disturbed emotions. Oh, that's true. We don't too serious to practice. Serious practice is sometimes yourself is a lama, is yourself. Guide is yourself. You need to give education yourself. Then Buddha's coming here, not much interest, not much benefit. And therefore, serious, direct, I want to demonstrate it to you. Direct means honest, truthfully to practice Dharma, very, very much effective. I am like kind of my own experience. I'm not really like kind of the simple worst person, and I have doubt everywhere. And someone's to say like this, actually, it's impossible to accept that. But it's like kind of I haven't got much education. There's a different religious, different path, and different like kind of the methods. Okay, worldly is like I'm trying to destroy the sufferings. I'm trying to make the happiness myself, worldly, running, working, earning, try, and to like challenge enemy, and to support families, and like this. Not much succeeded, absolutely, finally losing father, mother, and all like this. Okay, now finally it's in your hand what? I don't know what is the concrete things benefit. According to these material things, maybe it's also such make accumulation, negative accumulations. But also spiritually, any kind of spiritual act difficult to be lived. For example, like kind of some persons to, like, okay, it's directly, you creations, or maybe someone's like kind of, even the deities, these things, I need to look at the background, okay? For example, if I'm practicing the Guru Rinpoche, and Guru Rinpoche, as the human, and he was compassion, how much he saved, how much he give. When I look in his really speech, give advice, okay, this kind of person I need to contact it. This person is really one. For example, even in the Sangha or any human beings, such a compassion, kindness, that is actually my deities. This I want to contact this. Therefore, when I enter into the Buddha's teachings, I received many teachings. I couldn't find that is Buddha's teachings strange. And also, if you see yours to honestly to practice Buddha's teaching, in this world are the best human being. If guarantee, even in Chinese, someone says like leaders, they say even the Mo, and he's saying like, if someone make the perfect human, study the Gautama's speech, and therefore it's not a kind of you need to sacrifice to the Buddha. To me, the Buddha say, faith, devotion, though I will to bring you pure land, I will to take like this. To telling honest, directly, you need to protect yourself, you need to discover your own fundamental nature, you have your own, in the relatively whatever relative truth, in the relatively very much truth. For instance, I'm talking about our subject, human existence talking, it's a truth. In the monk of the transmigrations, in the beings, best is the human beings. It's also talking about impermanent, absolutely truth. Causalities are very much truth. We sometimes, karma, say that something exists in the space, they judge it to manage it like this. Like something is like Buddhist God is karma. It's not. Karma is like our actions. Also truth. We do good body, good mental, good speech. Result is good. It's truth. It's not. Therefore we say it's like Four Noble Truths. It's truth. Telling realities. And therefore, I'm often to say, Buddha's teachings absolutely not religious. Telling us the truth out, we really to practice direct, honest, it's precious you are. Absolutely, you don't killing, you don't kind of the stealing, don't lying, don't cheating, and don't really like kind of the honest, absolutely precious human, like glorious practitioners, extreme, like therefore directly to drink coffee. Coffee.